to talk about an exercise that gets a lot of, people don't always understand it. Let me just phrase it that way. Misunderstood movement, and that's the leg press. A lot of people think, oh, it's just a fluff and puff movement for like bros and wannabe bodybuilder type knuckleheads, but it can be effective for all sorts of fitness goals. A lot of professional strength athletes, pro powerlifters, strongmen, like Eddie Hall, use it. All sorts, even endurance athletes. It's a great tool to use to really build muscular endurance in your lower body. Obviously, I wouldn't treat it as a primary movement like you would with squats. Like I wouldn't go and do a heavy 5x5 on it. But what I generally do is 1 or 2 sets a week of anywhere between 15 to 40 reps. I like to keep the reps high on these and get the muscular endurance benefit. And they are great as an alternative to obviously if you live in a state or in a part of the world with warmer climate, something like pushing a prowler sled would probably be a little bit more beneficial towards strength goals. But the benefit of a leg press is you can get those muscular endurance, lower body benefits even when the climate isn't so good, when you got snow, rain, sleet, even ultra hot weather. So the leg press is definitely a viable piece of equipment, and a lot of people either don't use it right, they load it up with so much weight and they only move it a couple inches, or they make the mistake of using it as a primary movement. But when used properly, it can be an excellent assistance movement to really build up your quadricep endurance and strength and hypertrophy. So it has a lot of benefits. I'll show you guys exactly how I like to do it. I'll tell you all the time here. I got 100-pound plate here, 45 there, 35 here, and a 5, and some 1.5s for the heck of it, because I want to make a 3-pound jump from last week for this set of 15, which it'll be at least 15. So let me get into position and I'll show you guys exactly what I do. 1 second here. So another mistake that you'll see people do when they do these, some of them will think that they have to use a dramatic range of motion as well, right? So much that they're like lifting their rear end up crazy high as they bring their legs in. Now, if you raise it a little bit, I don't really have a huge problem with that. I mean, you don't have to be a form Nazi, but if you're having to round it like about that much just to move the weight, then you're doing something wrong. So I like to usually bring it down, just about halfway until I feel that like I'm about to round. So I kind of stop myself. And another thing you could do too is you could use different types of foot positions. Some people like to go really high. Some people like to go really low. Some people like to be on their tiptoes, kind of. But I'm going to go with just the basics today. See, right in the middle here. And one thing that I'll do to get myself into position is I'll push the weight out with my hands to help me get into position. Then I'll unrack it, and then I'll start repping. 1, 2, 3. Give me a 4 touch. 1. Just a good moderate range of motion, not a short choppy one, not one that's so bad that you gotta round your ass way off the bench. So just basic form and you'll get the benefits of it. Again, not complicated. I mean, it's just a leg press, but it has benefits to building up your muscular endurance. So